you are going to play out roles for other people, for family members, ancestors, the people around you, until you start to bring awareness into your human experience and how that is affecting you in your field. And so we're all mirrors of each other, and we are all in this human experience as one infinite consciousness experiencing itself through the contrast here in this 3D shifting world. So I was talking with some family yesterday here in Switzerland about family constellations. And so family constellations is something I haven't done yet, so I'm not an expert in it, but it's a very interesting thing that you could go do as like a activity with other people in person. I don't know if it's virtual, could be, but you pretty much are given like a character of somebody's role, like somebody is the center of the family constellation, and you're playing out their grandma, their father, their brother, whatever, and they're intuitively starting to pick up like the energies and whatnot that they are supposed to feel for that person, or that they have felt in the past or past lifetimes. And pretty much the gist of what I understood so far is that we'll come to Earth and we'll play out different patterns from other people, whether we realize it or not. And so the way that I see this most obviously in my own experience and observation of people around me is I know somebody who experienced a certain type of trauma when they were younger, and then they had kids, and then that kid, both of them actually experienced the same kind of trauma in a very similar way. And it can be as simple as like you develop like very interesting mannerisms as your parent that like don't really make sense genetically, and or you like say certain things, or you have the same kind of life calling, like my dad and my brother both are the same kind of track and field athletes for the Irish national team. And so it's just we follow in these paths of other people, and maybe that is your soul's calling, but maybe it's from loyalty to other people, and maybe that loyalty is known or unknown, spoken or unspoken, seen or unseen. And so I think that really what's important, I'm going to rest my hand on this water bottle because I'm still healing from my little bike accident. Much better though, much better. I'm really hoping that these all clear for the wedding that we're going to. We're leaving in like an hour or two to go to France, and then we're going to a wedding for one of our cousins, and it's going to be wonderful. I just hope that I don't have to wear stuff like this at the wedding. But yeah, it's really so interesting, and I think that the best way to get a hold of this all is to use your free will, to choose your own soul's path, to let go of anything that is not yours to be experiencing. Sometimes, I've said this before, but in an unconscious conversation, two might be bringing out each other's patterns and triggers. Like say two people are in a relationship, I've been in this, in a romantic relationship, and they're arguing and bringing out certain things that are very triggering to each other, and not even like really realizing it. It's not very like them to say certain things, but they say it anyway because of the heat of the moment, and then that brings out like more emotion in the other person, and they say something that's unlike them to say, and it brings out more emotion in you, and it's hitting all the wounds. So those things are vibrating in your field, and you're going to bring them out in people that are unconscious. But when you become conscious, and when you are aware of your beingness on earth, and you're aware of your I don't know how I would say this, ability to not take control, because you're not ever really going to be in control of your life, but to just be awake, to have the lights on, to know what you're doing here. You're not a human. You are a soul having a human experience. And when you start to see that, and you start to see how all these things are interconnected, and how people are bringing up wounds in each other, and how when you have something brought up in yourself, a trigger, it is because it's resonating in your field. I've brought up some triggers recently that were brought up in my own human experience that made me look inwards and say, okay, why did I bring this out in this person that's probably unconscious, because it's very unlike them to say that. And then I'm like, oh, because this is going on within me, and when I heal this within me, I'm not going to bring it out in the unconscious anymore. And I no longer choose to believe in the unconscious, and then the conscious is unconditional love, infinite abundance, infinite possibility, because there are infinite timelines within the quantum field. You can choose and have whatever you want. It's already existing right now. You just have to move towards it by choosing with your free will that you want that, choosing it, not that you want it because wanting it makes it outside of yourself, but choosing it, choosing that timeline, and then moving towards it by never believing in the unconscious. And the unconscious, again, it's anything that's like lack, fear, worry, anything that it doesn't feel good, pretty much. So we need the unconscious to have the contrast here on life to create life. And so then we can be grateful for it. We can be grateful for the feelings of sadness, for the feelings of grief, and the things that we move through in grief, and all the things that make us human. We can be grateful for it while also knowing that that is not the truth of who we are. And then that's living in a conscious way. And so I would love to go do a family constellation. If you guys have done anything like that, let me know. Super, super, super interesting. But yeah, I've been curious how I've been playing out roles from my ancestors, and I don't really know yet exactly what it is, because I also don't really feel like I'm from here. Even like spending time with this wonderful family of mine and getting to know so many family members that I had never met, maybe I'd just known of them, or they came to the States at a time that like I was in college or something where we didn't actually get to cross paths. It's so nice to feel a part of something, but then also just to feel so foreign too on earth. Like that's always been such a interesting feeling to be living with. Like growing up, I was like, humans are weird. This planet is so weird. And maybe you guys relate with that. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what my ancestral patterns are, but I don't know that I need to know right now. I think that the most important thing that we can do is to choose to be in alignment with our soul, to choose what our soul wants, to choose the timeline where our soul is most happy and free and in flow and safe and abundant and healthy, and healthy within our physical, mental, emotional body. So that's the message for today. I'm so happy I was able to get this video through before it's time to go. We have my cousin / uncle / second cousin, I'm sorry, I don't know, who's coming here right now, getting picked up. He's the one that I stayed with in Barcelona. If you guys remember, when I was in Barcelona for a while, buying the van in France, and I was going back and forth from Barcelona and France, and so he's coming, and Arlo will be very, very happy to see him. Arlo is over there just smelling things. Arlo, what are you doing? Come here. Arlo, come. Wow, you're such an angel. And the wounds are doing a lot better. Yesterday I did a Reiki session with my other family member who I'm staying with right now, and that hit me like a ton of bricks, because I grew up with energy healing. My mom's a healer, but when it's your mom and you're the daughter or the son, there's often like resistance there. It can also be kind of challenging to heal yourself, not impossible, but there's always been kind of a block up for me. So to receive healing from someone when it actually like hit me, it was wild, because I did the session and then my aunt and cousin arrived during it, and they're like, hello. But then they jumped in. My aunt was helping do Reiki because she knows how to do Reiki too. And then right after we finished, it was time to go and to walk around Geneva. And I was just like, so like, whoa, what am I? And so I'm happy with myself because I honored how I was feeling. I don't know that I had a choice, but I was like, you guys, I need to lay down. So we found a park and just laid there. I was like, I cannot go on. Like, you guys can go do what you need to do today. But they just went and got food at the store and brought it back. And then we had another cousin that's me and my cousin's age, and another cousin that's me and my cousin's age come meet us. And we had a picnic and got to meet everybody while I kind of just laid there and was integrating and having all the energy move through me. And I feel quite detoxy today, which is good. So it's really incredible how energy work can make a huge difference in your physical body. And that's what I have to share today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new here. Leave a comment if you feel called to do so. If you want to sign up for one of my programs, I have 21 days to rewire your mind and 21 days to know your divine guidance. Divine guidance, we're almost done. We have like one more day. but that is available to you whenever you want to do it. You can go at your own pace. And then Rewire Your Mind is also available. And then if you want to work one-on-one, I have sessions there. And that's what I'll leave you with. I'm still waiting to hear back about Ladybug. I'm going to follow up again with my friend who is the translator calling the guy's dad, and the guy's dad has to call him in jail. If you don't know, I am rescuing a horse named Ladybug on the farm that I'm staying on in Italy, and she was going to be made into meat, and we are saving her. We've raised so much money to save her, and I'm so grateful for you guys, and we put in an offer, and I'm just waiting to hear back. It's pretty much the owner is in jail. That's the gist. But I'm super excited. I'm hoping by the time I get back to the farm, we will have officially I don't want to say bought her, saved her. We'll say saved her. All right, guys, we'll see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in France tomorrow. Bye.